Hey everyone, good morning from Dakar in Senegal. This morning we are ready to move to our next country. It is early in the morning, it's just past 7 a.m. and I'm ready to leave. My voice, my flight is at 11 a.m. but I want to leave now because I don't know what the traffic situation will be like, and it's a very long journey to the airport, so we're all packed and it's time to go. So I do have complimentary breakfast by 8, but I'm like, I don't want to risk it. Let me just go. Once I'm in the airport, I'm settled in, I've checked in, then I'll just have breakfast there. Yeah, Senegal has been amazing. I spent just one full day here, so I'm gonna come back. I'm definitely gonna come back. I just want to pop into my next country, then I'll come back to Senegal, and then we'll move to the next country. I just want to do it that way. So let us go. Thank you, Senegal. For now, see you in a few days. We are going to be back here to see some more of Dakar. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, my name is Jackie and I am currently a world traveler. So please do subscribe to the channel so you can be seeing my videos. Right now I am on a West African tour. I am from Nigeria, so I visited Nigeria last month and I thought, okay, let us see West Africa while we are here in Africa before we go back to Asia. All right, so thank you so much for watching. It's good to have you on the channel. Let me order a ride and then we'll go.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within.
Bonjour. Merci. Au revoir. That is my ride over there. Bonjour.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live.
I am now at the airport. I have a story for you guys. The trip down here was so chaotic, like, whoo, but we are here. This is almost 9, just a few minutes to 9, so I think we're good. Flight is by 11, so let me just go in, check in, then we're gonna sit down and tell you what happened on my way down here. I love this airport. The views from here is so good. I like the location. So this is departure. Okay, we're in. It's 9:46. I just got to my gate. Checking in took a while. There was a bit of a crowd. It's like all different destinations were on the same queue. So it took a while for us to check in. So I've come to my gates. I think I'm just gonna sit here till we leave because we'll leave soon. Hopefully, flight is by 11 and this is 9:48. So I think I'll just wait here till we go. It will be boarding soon. So I just got an email for some work I need to do. So let me try and finish that. I hope I can finish before we board. So I'll probably give you the story when we arrive at our destination. Let me just try and send out this work because it's urgent. And so I can do it before we take off.
And I can feel the sun on my skin. From within. as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were two for a penny.
Everything about this trip is chaotic.
Window of this car, and when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a race. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today.
Hello, Sal Island. We are in Cape Verde. Oh my, this is so gorgeous. Just look at what we step out of the airport to. Very gorgeous city. Oh my goodness, Sal Island. I feel like walking to my hotel, just like taking all this gorgeousness. It is so beautiful here and so peaceful. Small town vibes. I haven't been in a small town in ages.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's
It's
gotta
down there. Okay. Wow, gotta walk the remaining of the way. This is a pedestrian street. Okay, yeah, let me play. Yeah. Ooh, welcome to Sal Island. I have checked into my cute little room. I am on the topmost floor, like 3 floors up or 4 floors up. I lost count while climbing up, but I knew that I got tired, so I have to think twice before I go down. Wow, it's so warm in here. Is there aircon? Let's start with that. Yeah, let's start with that. It's so warm. I thought it was gonna be cool here. Island vibes. Anyway, here we are. Here's my cute little room. So. It's nice. It's cute. It's let me just step back a little so you can see it better. So this is it. Have a little chair over here. The bed, cute. This is where I hang stuff. There's a safe here. Some storage drawers. Table, cute little table. Okay. Oops, and there's a lamp here. All right, that's cool. Then I have a balcony, which is so sweet. Since I started traveling, this is the first balcony I'm getting. Let's see what our view is like. I don't have any table or chair here like the other ones. Oh, look at it. Okay, I'm on the 3rd floor. Why did it feel like I was climbing 20 stories? Okay, there we have it. It looks a lot like Portugal. Portugal colonized Cape Verde, so they speak Portuguese here, and the place just has this Portugal feel. You could see the pedestrian roads with the cobblestones and all, just looking like Portugal. I'm gonna climb up and see what is there, but not now. No energy at the moment. So, what have we not seen? The bathroom. It's dark in here. Okay, it's nice. Nice little sink. Okay, that's doable. So that is my room. I like the vibe in Cape Verde already. I love it, love it, love it, love it. As in, I feel so good that I don't feel like giving that sad story anymore. Well, not sad story, but just a weird story. So here's what happened, yeah? So, I left the hotel like 7. I'm gonna check all the timestamps. I have it, you know, check the videos I did to see the time. I'm gonna put it on the screen, but it was almost 8 when I left the hotel, because I went downstairs, checked out, tried to pay some money, and I also made a reservation because I want to go back there. I'm going back to Senegal from here, and I want to stay in that same hotel because I liked the experience. So I booked a ride with Yango, and he came. We got into the car. Immediately we got into the car, he made a phone call. Yeah, he was talking to someone, and it felt like the person was giving him instructions. That was the vibe I got. So I'm like, why are you calling someone before you leave here? But you know, I just let it slide. So he was driving, and then I noticed that he was using like back roads, small roads and all of that. At least I know the road he should have used out. He should have gone back, you know, to the other way, not this the way he took. But anyway, he was going in using small roads, and I'm like, why is he using small roads? I have the videos and all. So he got to a point where he parked the car to make a call, and I'm like, why are you stopping? No, move the car.
Il y a une exigence, n'est-ce pas, donc de sortie de certains documents qui devraient pouvoir édifier l'opinion sur ces aspects-là. Mais comme ni nga xam ne moom lañ def par rapport ak loi de finances rectificative bi nga xam ne toog nañu jalgati yoon.
What's the problem? When he parked to take the call, he was looking back, and I'm like, no, move the car, let's go, you know, that sort of thing. I don't know what's going on, right? And so he leaves, he drives off, and he's still talking to the person over the call. So I don't know what the security situation is in Dakar, but you know, just being a visitor, I don't speak the language, I'm a woman. I just felt like my taxi should not be stopping on the road randomly, and my taxi should not be talking to someone like someone is coming, you know. It was just weird. So I was telling him, drive off, let's go. So he drove, and he was going, but he was still like using inner roads. Like, so I had to just take out my Google Maps. Although I have an idea, we are going to the airport, so you need to be on the freeway like almost immediately. And it's still going into the inner roads and stuff. So I pick up my phone and I check Google Maps to get the direction. And he was indeed just going like he's not going anywhere, sort of thing. So at that point, the person is talking to over the phone now wants to speak with me, and he's telling the person I speak English. You know, I don't speak French, but I understand a little bit of words. So you know, when you just know some words, you can just like piece things together and just make out what someone is saying. So he was saying the person, he was telling the person that I'm speaking English, I speak English, and the person wants to speak with me. And I'm like, what is going on? Just drive, let's go to the airport. So I didn't speak to the person at that point. I felt like maybe because he said I speak English, so the person didn't want to talk to me anymore. But I'm like, why am I talking to someone? So at that point, I was getting the vibe like, does he not know the way to the airport? I mean, the apps have maps, you know, and the map is always like on the dashboard. You know, they always keep their phone on the dashboard so you can actually see the maps there. So he has a map that can take him to the airport. So I'm wondering what is going on. Is it not his car? Does he not have a license? Does he not know how to drive well? What exactly is going on? I didn't know what was going on. and I don't speak that, so I got out Google to type something to him. So as I begin typing, the person calls again and they are speaking, and they're talking, but I've translated what I wanted to say, and I used the voice to say it out to him. So I asked him if he does not know the way to the airport, or is it that he doesn't know the way, or is he lost or something. So he kind of ignored it because he was on the phone already. So he then hands me the phone. All this while the phone is on speaker anyway. But the language they're speaking, it didn't sound like pure French. It sounded a bit Arabic to me. It was like an Arabic language mixed with French. It was quite weird, maybe a local dialect. I don't know, never heard that sort of French before. Yeah, the words that we're saying didn't sound familiar at all. So I was really wondering what was going on. So anyway, he hands the phone to me and he's telling the person anglais, that is English. And so I answer. I'm like, hello, because the phone is on speaker. I'm like, hello. The person is not speaking English at all. I couldn't even make up one word this person is saying. And the person is talking to me, and I'm like, what is going on? It was so strange. Since I didn't understand nothing, I couldn't tell what was going on. But my guess was, does he not know the road, or what is going on? I didn't know what was going on. Anyway, so I asked him to drop me. I just said, drop me. And he dropped. He stopped, and he came out of the car to get my bag from the boot, and he dropped me. So now I'm like, was he trying to drop me the whole time? I don't know. Because immediately I said drop me, it was like at the speed of light. He came out of the car and went and got my box out. So what they're trying to tell me, he can't go and I should come down and take another. I don't know what was going on. But anyway, I dropped, and that was just when he tried to drive into the freeway. So I dropped and I just rolled my box a little bit down, and then I just took a random taxi that was passing. All the normal taxis. I just entered that because I didn't just want to go through getting the app and all of that, waiting for a ride. I just took the nearest ride that was there to the airport. On our way to the airport, another strange thing happens. So I'm getting so many messages. Let me silence the phone. On the way to the airport, another strange thing happens. As we are going on the freeway, we see another taxi, which looked like Yango. It looked like a better taxi than the, random taxis that just go on the road. There's someone in the taxi, and then there's a driver on the road waving a car down. So my taxi now slows down to stop, and I'm asking him, why are you stopping? And it's like, let him just find out what is going on. That is what I thought, because he's speaking French. So I just assumed that's what he was saying. So we stop. The man that was waving us down runs to the window and is talking to him. From what I could piece together and gesticulations, it looked as if he was saying someone should join us and stop somewhere in front. So the driver and the man that were talking, I was just looking at them. I was sitting at the back at this point. Thank God I was. So they were talking at this point, and it was like the driver was saying something like, pointing at me sort of thing, like maybe there is someone here, or is she gonna agree or something. So while they were having that back and forth, I just said, no. So once I said no, the other driver just left and we moved ahead. I was like, oh my goodness, what is all this? I don't understand what they're saying. And I am a woman in a strange land. I mean, if it was a guy, obviously, guys won't have issues. You can enter or what. I don't know what's going on. I'm not saying it's anything shady, but it's not that wise to just allow strange things to be happening around you, So when we're driving off, I was like, what if someone really needed help and I didn't, what if someone was in that car and really needed help and I don't know, but I was like, but I just have to be safe. I gotta be safe. I'm a woman in a strange land. I gotta be safe. So we drove to the airport. Oh my goodness. So I was like, why is all this happening this morning? So we got to the airport like a few minutes to 9, I think. I'm gonna check the video. And I was like, whoo, thank God we are here. So we got into the airport, and there was this big, long queue, waiting to check in. Check-in was like really slow, slowest I can remember in my recent travels. So we checked in, went through immigration and everything, and I just went to sit down and just do some work because I got an email for something I needed to send immediately. So I just sat down there to do my work. While I was waiting, because you could see the check-in, you know, signage and all of that. So all of a sudden, the flight was for 11. The flight was for 11, first of all. When I got my boarding pass, it was 11:30. I didn't even notice. It was when I sat down and, you know, time was going. I'm like, oh, it's actually 11:30. I was like, okay, whatever, let's wait. Only for me to now check, and the time up there had changed to 12:30. So they had moved the flights at the point where, you know, someone noticed and said it out loud. Everybody was now like going to find out what is going on, because they didn't even announce it that the flight was delayed. But anyway, when it was 12, they finally let us board. Boarding was another headache. They took all of us in the bus, and we just went and stood there in the sun for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes trying to board. We then boarded, and it was such a very tiny flight. I have never used such a small flight for international travel ever. In fact, I've used that kind of flight like twice. Just when I was going to from Lagos to Uyo in Nigeria, just this trip was the first time I used that kind of aircraft, and I felt like it was so tiny, so strange. I was like but anyway, we got into the little flight, and we left. So I was like, why all of this happening, you know, this morning? But it wasn't that chaotic, I would say. But it's just that since I didn't really understand what was going on, and I'll never know now. I'll never know what was going on with the first driver. I would never know what was going on with the other one that stopped us, you know. I just hope everyone is okay. I hope everyone is okay. Let me even check the app, how it panned out. I never went back to the app to check. If there were charges, they would just charge it to my card, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, they charged me 1,000. They charged... The trip was supposed to be 23,000, and they charged me 1,000. Ride fare changed because the ride didn't end at the originally specified destination. I really wonder what the issue was. And he has a 4.64 rating. And he has been doing this for 3 years. He has done 6,154 rides. So he's not new at all. Because I was thinking, is it like his first day? Does he need directions? What is going on? But anyway, we thank God I'm here safe and sound in my next country. You're welcome to Cape Verde, Cabo Verde. Oh, I love the name. They speak Portuguese over here, so... But the English proficiency here is quite good, very good. Woo! And something I noticed quickly, people here are so gorgeous. Like, they're so beautiful. From the airport, I saw the airport staff, and everybody's like fine, and I'm like, what is going on? So when we passed immigration staff were all very good looking. We passed immigration, and I wanted to buy a SIM card. I entered the first shop I went to change money first. And the lady in there was like so gorgeous, coily, silky hair. And I'm like, okay. So after getting the money, I went to get a SIM. And there were two younger ladies in the SIM card shop. And they were so fine. Two of them had like different kinds of hair. One was so silky, so curly. They had like two different kinds of hair, so I can tell that people here have different kinds of hair. But the ladies were so fine. The lady that was attending to me, I was just looking at her the whole time, so gorgeous. Like, and then when I came out and got the taxi, so the taxi, I was standing and the taxi drove, you know, in front of me and parked. So when he came out of the car, I was just on my phone. He came out of the car to come get my box, and I looked up and I'm like, oh my goodness, even the taxi driver was so fine. Like, everybody is so fine here. Passport bros have not discovered Cape Verde yet. You guys don't discover it. Anyway, so I'm just gonna chill a bit. I'm hungry, but I'm gonna chill a bit. I have a lot of calls to make, a lot of, you know, I just need to check up on stuff before I think of going out. So we're gonna see in the next vlog, but I'm definitely gonna go out today because I must eat and I must see this city. It looks so gorgeous. This is 3:16. It was a 2-hour flight, and Cape Verde is 1 hour behind. So when we left Dakar at 12:58-ish. We got here like 1:58-ish. It was just like 1 hour because of the time difference, but it was a 2-hour flight, and very I wanted to use the word chaotic again. The plane was like so shaky, you know, small plane. You could hear, like, you feel every turbulence whatsoever. Oh my goodness, it was. I'm gonna use that same plane back to Dakar. God help me. But anyway, welcome to Sal. So Sal Island, or should I, I'm tired. Let's talk about this in the next video. We'll talk about Sal and everything in the next video. I'm gonna do first impressions for you guys, so watch out for the next one. Bye.